That's just all I wanted to give a shout out to because I mean, simple things like that. We switched up a tight end coach. It's
Strength
showing
and
already.
conditioning coach. Have you not noticed we have very few to no soft tissue damage or
Yeah.
injuries this year? Like
Yeah, the
that's
hamstring
strengthening and
issues were
conditioning.
killers last year. None this year.
For years it's been like that, Dave. Years.
Decades.
A long time. Like and yeah, so all right, last word, bud.
Last word. I just wanted to give a little tiny peek into the Kansas City Green Bay game. A little tiny peek. Kansas City, even though we still have Savage and Adams still like big on the injury report, they have Andrew Wiley, they have Chris Jones, Eric Fisher, Kendall Fuller, Sammy Watkins, and plus a couple more that are mid-grade players. Um, I'm telling you, I think Kansas City, even with Mahomes, even when if he was in, I think it would be a right for the picking game at the right time. Way too many injuries along the offensive line, defensive line for him.
Well, and it's sometimes again, I've said this before, it's not always about who you play, it's about when you play them.
Yeah,
Eagles game
it really
is
is.
was a great example of that. I think this week is a great example of that. Even with Mahomes, it was going to be a great example of that. You were just catching him on a downtrodden time of the season. 3 weeks early, if you caught him the first 3 weeks of the season, we were on our downtrodden part. We probably would have got ripped apart 45-10 or something. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, no, I
it's
definitely agree.
and that's and again that's next week now as a tease. We have the NFC North Roundtable halfway point. It's our second edition.
October
And
30th.
also because we will be wrapping up week 8 Monday night, Dave and I will be getting together with Dillon uh, sometime Monday night, I hope, and trying to put together our power rankings
Oh,
because
definitely.
it's
I've
week
already been
8.
working on them.
Well, I know you have, but we've told people we're not officially doing them for first and goal until week 8 because we partake in the talk of it, but I haven't put any serious. I've been kind of paying attention and kind of keeping my mind on a few things, but I haven't really seriously like sat down and started writing it down, looking at it, and deciding whether I really like that and moving teams
Mm.
around and discussing or anything. But so next week will be the first and goal official first, and we'll probably actually we'll have to get Ryan in that because he is a member. So the four of us are gonna get together and we will have the collective first and goal. Instead of each of us putting our own crap, we're going to do it as a family. And our first and goal will have our first power rankings ever put out. So that'll be some interesting stuff too for next week. And we are still working on getting
Well, also,
a
hey, I just saw
podcast for
this.
this week too, right, Dave?
Yes, we are. We are still searching for a Kansas City preview.
So if you know
For
anybody out there that you NFL fans, Kansas City
I've been
fans,
prying and grinding and trying to get people.
you
Man,
got
they're just
somebody that
they're
you
not.
might know that wants to come on, get at us at First and Goal Pod on Twitter. Message us.
Yeah, and I've been checking, trying to go through and message. I put through a lot of messages for Kansas City folk to hop on, and man, you think they'd be more friendly? They
They're
didn't.
they're kind of mean. Is that what you're saying, Dave?
Well, not mean. I guess grumpy
Oh,
with the home Mahomes thing. They kind of went in their little hibernation holes and waiting for him to come
well,
back
he's
out.
coming back. That's the thing. It's not a long
Exactly. In
term
three
deal.
3 weeks, Chiefs fans will be back.
Yeah, unfortunately for
That's my hey.
us.
News folks.
Uh oh.
Eagles have now listed Nelson Aguilar
Breaking news.
on the trade block. This just got
What?
Did you not see the Dallas Eagles game?
Why he kept dropping the ball?
Oh no, wasn't just dropping. There was a deep ball on a specific. It was a post pattern coming from the right to the left, and it was a very, very, very catchable ball, and he could have reached out and snagged that sucker. He just slowed down.
Oh,
got
I
to the
did
ball.
see that play. I thought to myself, what the hell is that? Dive for that. Catch that.
Um, I think the Eagles
He's
are
bought out.
imploding internally. I didn't want to talk about it with Dillon because I'm pretty sure he might be a little sensitive on it
Sensitive.
because,
He's an Eagles guy. I understand. Good call there. We don't want to ruffle the
yeah,
feathers.
I'll do it later this week with him. But Alshon Jeffrey was reportedly supposed to be a random source to saying Carson Wentz is bad leadership and bad for the locker room and goes things about the wrong way. It's the same thing he did in Chicago, and that's why he left.
Huh. I have heard it
And
before that Carson Wentz is very stubborn about what he wants to do. He favors the
not
tight
very
ends
open about
and
new ideas.
won't really come off of it even when the coaching staff says we've designed things for these. You got to get like he's stuck on doing what I have heard that, and that's why I heard that why Nick Foles was so popular because it wasn't that he couldn't lead the locker room. It's that he was open to being a team player, where it feels like, from what I've heard, and this goes back to the last 2 years now. I've heard this for 2 years now about Carson Wentz, that he is not. He's got a small group in that locker room that actually are Carson Wentz guys, and he kind of rubs everybody else in the coaching staff the wrong way a little bit
Never heard Nick
as a
Foles doing that.
over talented, athletically arrogant person, so to speak, from what I understand. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me again. And you know what? It kind of shows on the field with the way these games go. You're looking and you're saying, why again were they so efficient with these same roster, these same players, and Carson Wentz can't seem to get it to click? That might be why.
Yeah, um, but it's just the fact now. Why is Nelson Aguilar getting listed on the trade block? That means might not be one of the guys that Carson wants in his lineup. So that's what it means to me. If that's the truth from Alshon, that's how I'm seeing it. I'm not saying Alshon's right, but now you're seeing one of the most prominent wide receivers in the Eagles lineup to be listed. That's a biggie.
He's not a bad wide receiver.
No, it it just looked like he's not 100% for the Eagles offense right now. With that play in Dallas, it just was to me also a shot. If Carson did something, Nelson pulled up and didn't catch the ball. Because you can see him running stride for stride, and next thing you know, he just pulls up. He clearly could have had that catch.
Oh yeah,
And
that
not
was
even
my
it wouldn't even
first
have to
take on
dive,
that.
just reached out.
It landed right where his hands could have been.
Mm-hmm. So
He alligator armed it, pulled back.
there's another one, folks. Nelson Aguilar. You got Devontae Parker, AJ Green, and Corey Davis is on the trade block right now. So still four big names. I've heard rumblings. I don't know if it's true, but Mike Williams from LA Chargers is another one.
Who he just can't seem to stay healthy or find his niche in that offense either.
He he's playing
But you
hurt
know
though.
what?
That's
Do you know what
the thing
the
is,
thing
he's
about
playing
Mike
through it.
Williams was though too is he was that possession 50-50 receiver, and they don't use him like that. They're kind of a
No.
run and gun type of an offense in San Diego, really.
You mean Los Angeles?
Okay, sorry.
I do it all the time, man.
It's always going to be San Diego, baby. They just need to move the team
Yeah.
back there. It's ridiculous. Can we get over
Yeah,
this
they
shit?
did the fans wrong there. I'm not gonna deny that
It's
at
just
all.
look. I'm not even a Charger person or a San Diego person. It feels wrong. It has been 2 years, and I still can't call them the Los Angeles Chargers on a consistent basis because it's not right.
Are you kidding me? A 7-year-old folks got booed at a Blackhawks game tonight. This just got posted an hour ago. So here's the interview. Who's your favorite Blackhawk? Kid says Jonathan Toews because he's the captain. He's good. Well, what are you going to do? What are you going to be for Halloween? Oh, I'm going to be a football player. Which football player? He says Mitch Trubisky. The crowd booed him off the rink, folks. I get it. He said Mitch, but this 7-year-old. Come on.
Leave the damn kids alone. Stop harassing the kids. It's enough.
Like that's how you push people away from the sport right there.
Oh,
You just
my
lost
God.
his dad, his mom, his siblings, him towards that sport. And yeah, he may still be a Bears fan after, but I don't care. You're a football fan regardless. To
Oh,
me, I
boy.
feel like more people have to show more respect. Like this is ridiculous.
Oh, and on
He's a
that,
7-year-old,
yeah,
folks.
and on that note, we're gonna end the show before I go
Yeah, I'm
off on
sorry.
everybody,
That
and
just
we're
sent
gonna
in a
pay the
bad mood.
bills. So if you haven't had enough of us chattering tonight for the last 2 hours, you want to go to NFL Addictions on Facebook.com for all of your NFL debate and chatter. It is not a trash talk site, so keep it clean and keep it cordial. That's NFL Addictions on Facebook.com. And if you still got an itch to scratch after that and you want to try to win something, you want to visit Raz Addictions on Facebook.com, play their version of the raffle to win all kinds of cool prizes. You even can enter a raffle to try to win some cash. They have a $10 raffle ticket with a chance to win $100. That's a chance at winning 10 times your money. It doesn't get any better than that, folks. And there's all kinds of great prizes that you can enter to win. Tell them what you've won, Dave.
Anything from the tailgating barbecue set that's $400, I won for $40. I've got Lombardi era memorabilia helmets from Paul Horning and Jerry Kramer all the way up to Adams, Donald Driver, Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre. I've got the memorabilia rings. I've got Lombardi memorabilia art that's drawn up and the players signed by their names, signed, inserted. I mean, I've got a ton of stuff, folks. It's just the top of the list, I guess. So, I mean, go there, go play. Definitely worth it. And right now on Raz Addiction as well, they're also having, if you're looking for a good Christmas present or something, they have Apple iPads on there for Raz Addiction.
So there's all kinds of great prizes. You go there, you play, and more than likely win. That's Raz Addictions on Facebook.com. It's time for shout-outs. Hit it, Dave.
Shout out, starting out with Mr. Ryan Molstead of Packers 365. We know he's listening tonight, so that means he listens to y'all. I guarantee it, if you got a Packers podcast, if you have a NFL podcast, he is listening. He will let you know, especially if you mention him out in a certain, a little disagreement on a post like Jay did. He'll let you know, and he liked it to let us know he was listening.
Love you, baby.
As well, Miss Julie Voigt, PFG Vibe co-founder, alongside Mr. Russell Baxter of PFG Vibe co-founder as well. They put out really good content, folks. Go ahead and check them out. Also, on top of that, you got Parker Mose at diehardpackerfan.com. Go ahead and check
Parker
them out.
Mose.
Then you have packtothefuture.com. Folks, please check them out. They got us on podcasts. They got videography. They've got media. They've got articles. You can buy tickets to Lambeau. Go there if you're even not a Packer fan. They got good prices. I've already checked them out. Believe me, I'm thinking about getting a couple. Last but not least, Mr. Monty of BoltonSports.com.
It's at MontyJP231 on Twitter. You want to go to blogtalkradio.com. Visit him. He is a part of the Nuts and Bolts family. It's the Full Monty Football Show on 11 a.m. Eastern every Sunday morning. He works hard on Sundays, so you don't have to. It's at MontyJP231 on Twitter. They got a great family there. They're part of our family. They support us. He's an awesome guy. He loves the Packers, his Jets, and, of course, the Titans and Marcus Mariota.
Ooh, go Tannehill.
Oh, you just had to do that, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, of course. Also, a shout out to our NFC North brethren, JB of the Heart and Skull podcast. You've got Julius Porter of Detroit Sports Nation representing the Lions, and you've got Austin representing Hallis Hall Brawl. So if you see those guys on Twitter, give them a shout out. First and Goal family. all those folks we mentioned.
Yeah, they are part of our NFC roundtable and NFC North
NFC North
roundtable.
Roundtable.
Excuse me. And again, they will be here